It's time for another Instant Pot challenge. So, I know that I should be eating better and stuff, and it's supposed to steam, so I went out and got one of these little nifty space age steaming baskets, you know, the kind you've had since 1950 in there. And so this is all cleaned up now, and we're going to start with some broccoli. So Judy is going to show me how to take raw broccoli and dice it up into the florets to be able to put in the Instant Pot. And to cook this stuff is supposed to be super duper easy. Even I can do it. I'm actually a pretty good cook, but I like this thing because it's easy. You just throw the stuff in there and press the button and done. It works or it doesn't. Move on. So let's see how to chop this stuff up. So the broccoli has been rinsed, and now, you need any commentary?
Well, the easiest thing to do with it is to, before you cut it up, there's always these little leaf pieces along the side, and if you cut the bigger leaf pieces off prior to cutting it up, it just, or you can just pull it off in that case. And then depending on how big the stem is or how thick it is, like on this one, it's like, you know, it's a pretty decent size, so I've just kind of sliced it. And then I'm going to take the tree branches and just slice into the branches like that. Ta-da! If there's any other of those little doodads you don't like, just pull them off. Now, depending on how big of a piece of this you want, you can continue to chop it up.
Boy, that just looks so difficult.
Look at that. There you go.
Wow.
Take a really big piece like that and just chop it in half.
Alright. Well, let's get the rest of this stuff started and we'll come back. Like the previous thing that I did, which was, what did I do? The oatmeal. Mixed bag as to what to do. Some say half a cup, some say 1 cup, some say cold water, some say hot water, some don't tell you what the water is. So Judy says I do 1 cup. So we're going to do 1 cup of water. I want my broccoli to be soft today because I can't chew. So if you want it a little bit crispier, then reduce the time. I see 0 minutes, I see 1 minute, I see 2 minutes. I want my broccoli to be soft, so I'm going to do 2 minutes. And yes, 0 minutes is a thing because while it's coming up to pressure, it's actually cooking. So once it comes up to pressure, if you did it for 0 minutes, then it would be done and off it goes. And then we're going to quick release it. So let's add the stuff in there and press the button, and a few minutes later we should be all set to eat. Alright, we've got our magic 1 cup of water. We have expanded the space satellite spaceship, and that just fits right in there like that. So that's going to hold the broccoli just fine. So pour the magic cup in there. Ooh, that was difficult. Take the satellite dish and then put the broccoli in there. Oh my god, this is so intense and so difficult. And there you go. So let's set the timer for 2 minutes on high pressure, and then a quick release, and then see what it looks like. And this time I will not put the camera over it when I open the pot. Lesson learned. I did not mention that I just use room temperature water because it's right there on the counter, so I didn't use hot, didn't use cold, room temperature, and it is 4:56. So once again, I want to know how long it takes to come up to pressure in there, just so that I have a general idea how long it takes before it's ready. And then when we're having it for a regular meal, it's like, okay, we know what the time frame is on that stuff. So now we wait. The 2 minutes is done, the quick release is done. It took 9 minutes to come to pressure, And it is now 15 minutes after we started, and there you go. It is now ready to eat, and Judy's already had some.
It's tender.
It's tender?
Yes.
Sounds like exactly what I want. So let me try it out and come up with a verdict. Just had my first taste, and I went to go pick a piece out with the knife, a fork that worked out pretty good, put it on a plate, and then I went to go chop it and it just melted in the thing, and so then I went to go pick it up with a fork and it cut in half again. It's like almost to the point of mush. It's that tender, which is exactly what I wanted. So if you want it a little crispier, don't cook it for 2 minutes. So room temperature water, 2 minutes max in there, 1 cup of water. That was amazing. You don't even necessarily need to put butter on that. That's just straight for your taste in there. So that is a huge success in there, and that was super easy. So on to next thing.